Hello students, welcome to this class. In today's video I will be talking to you about how to make the comparative and superlative forms of regular adjectives. As you see here, I wrote a note here for you. When you want to make the comparative form of a regular adjective, you must add more before the adjective or er at the end of the adjective. You add more before an adjective when the adjective has more than 2 syllables. And you add er at the end of the adjective when the adjective has 1 or 2 syllables. The superlative form of regular adjectives is made by the addition of most at the beginning of the adjective when it is an adjective that has more than 2 syllables, or through the addition of st or est at the end when it has 1 or 2 syllables. Well, I will explain it to you a little bit more, a little bit slower so that you can understand everything. As you can see, I wrote 4 examples here on the board. I mean 3. The first one is nice. This is a 1-syllable adjective. Big, 2-syllable, no, 1-syllable adjective. And 3, beautiful, beautiful, 3-syllable adjective. So we have 2 adjectives that have 1 syllable and 1 adjective that has 3 syllables. The first one, nice. So we want to change it into the comparative form. This is what CF stands for. So it says that when you want to make the comparative form, just add er at the end when it has 1 or 2 syllables. Okay, so nice, nicer. And add st or est at the end when it has 1 or 2 syllables. And it has an e ending, so that's why I added st. Nice, nicer, nicest. Okay, adjective, comparative form of the adjective, superlative form of the adjective. The next one says big, 1-syllable adjective. Bigger, I added er because it is a 1-syllable adjective. Biggest, I added est in this case because it does not end in e and we need an est sound at the end. Big, bigger, biggest. Normal, comparative, superlative. The next one, beautiful. We have 3 syllables. So we know that we need more to make the comparative form. More beautiful and most beautiful. So as you can see, there is nothing to it. It is very, very, very simple to make the comparative and superlative forms of regular adjectives. Next, I will give you some more examples so we can practice. Now it's time to practice. First, you are going to help me figure out if these are adjectives. Intelligent, small, and ugly. Yes, they are because they describe a noun, right? So, intelligent. We want to know the comparative form of intelligent. How do we make the comparative form of intelligent? First, you must count the syllables. Intelligent. It has 4 syllables. So you know that whenever an adjective has more than 2 syllables, you must add more at the beginning or before the adjective. For example, more intelligent. Okay, now we want the superlative form of intelligent. Do you think it is intelligentest? No, it is a 4-syllable adjective. So we need to add the word most before the adjective. So we are going to say most intelligent. All right, so this is the comparative form, and this here is the superlative form. All right, next we have another adjective, small. Small. It is a one-syllable adjective, small. So we want to know how to make the comparative form of small. How? More small? No, smaller. Why? Because you have to count the syllables. If it is a one or two syllable adjective, you add ER at the end of the word, like this. Smaller, right? And how do you make the superlative of small? It has a one syllable, so we need the word most. Most small. Not really, right? It is a one syllable adjective, people, so what do we need? We need the word small, and we need to choose EST or ST. Which one are we going to use for this word? EST. Why? Because the word or the adjective small does not end with an E, and we need an est sound ending, so smallest, okay, not smallest, smallest. And the last one says ugly. That is another adjective, ugly. It is a two-syllable adjective, so we know that we do not need to use more and we do not need to use most to make the comparative and superlative form. So we need ER and EST, right? So ugly, uglier, ugliest. Okay, now tell me which is the correct way to spell this. With an I or with a Y? Uglier, ugliest. Should I change this I for a Y or this Y for an I? That's right. I must change this Y for an I. Every time that you find an adjective that ends in Y, just simply replace the Y for an I and then add ER or EST at the end when they are one or two syllable adjectives. Okay, next I am going to leave you some homework. Remember that you need to practice a lot. For homework, you are going to write 4 sentences using the comparative and superlative form of regular adjectives. Remember the rules, okay? If you need to, write this down also. Just remember that more is added at the beginning of the adjective when you have 3 or more syllable adjective, and most too. And you add ER, EST, or ST to the adjective when they are 1 or 2 syllables. All right? Well, leave your homework in the comment section below this video along with any comment, suggestion, or question you may have. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you next time. Would you like to watch my next video? Click on the television to the right. Talk about how adjectives and adverbs influence a sentence. Okay, adjectives and adverbs can change the whole